from their studio in a jungle in Central America.
There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man.
Get away from her, you bitch!
A little anxious to get up there and whoop E.T.'s ass, that's all.
Yeah, whatever you say, Slick.
Would you like some cocaine?
Talk radio.
Because I want to fit in.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey! No, not the beast! Not the beast!
Welcome to Filmgoat.
Welcome to Filmgoat. Welcome to Filmgoat.
Welcome to Filmgoat.
They're just goddamn trees.
Hey, it's Filmgoat. It's November 10th, 2015. I almost said 2010, but we're not in a time machine. We're here. I'm Michael.
I'm Jason.
I'm David.
And it's still Oscar season. We're obsessed with Oscar season. And we're going to continue our weekly roundup of past Oscar winners, starting from 1987, because that's when Jason was born.
Oscar wieners.
Oscar wieners are quite tasty.
Right.
These movies are not as tasty.
Let's keep it mature here.
We are mature adults. So we're doing 1988 and 1989 because they're not awesome. So we're kind of just going to squish them together. But we got a list here of 1988. Guess we'll start there.
Yeah, the winners in 1988, well, starting with the winner of Best Picture was Rain Man. The Best Director was Barry Levinson for Rain Man. Best Actor was Dustin Hoffman for Rain Man. Best Actress was Jodie Foster for The Accused, not Rain Man.
So it wasn't a clean sweep. My favorite part in Rain Man is like when they're telling the weather and like he's late for his job. Oh wait, it's not about the weather. It's about a man with an affliction. And I don't know if that's the movie that started the trend, because the next year, which we're also going to talk about, Best Actor, Daniel Day-Lewis, My Left Foot, Rain Man, I think it started the kind of trend. If you play someone with some sort of ailment or some sort of disability, you get the Oscar.
Tom Hanks for
Philadelphia?
there.
Yeah, he had AIDS. That one.
Well, see, hold on. My Left Foot, though, Daniel Day-Lewis went up against Tom Cruise for Born on the 4th of July. Here's two movies with two disabled, are people with disabilities.
You know who they gave it to?
PC.
The more afflicted one. Daniel Day could only move his left foot. It's like Tom Cruise could roll around that wheelchair. He knew what was going on.
But God help them if they went full retard.
God help them if Tom Cruise was retarded and disabled. They would have given him 3 Oscars. But unfortunately, this isn't just about that.
Oh yeah, I mean we're not just talking about the movies with people with disabilities in them. Obviously,
We do love that.
it just seems like though, in these 2 years, that was kind of the way this went.
Well, I mean, even in years since. So let's think about it. We mentioned the aforementioned Philadelphia.
Forrest Gump.
He won 2 years in a row for playing people that were messed up. And then you know what? He played a damn astronaut who got his shit done. And he wasn't even nominated. I don't think he won. Nothing. It's like he finally was a fully competent human being, worked himself up. Nothing. Don't care. Who won in 95? Like Mel Gibson? He was afflicted with Scott's disease.
Well, we're not talking about 95.
We're not talking about 95. We're talking about 88.
We will get there
89.
eventually, but not right now.
It's a much better year. But 88.
But yeah, 88.
So Rain Man won everything. What else was nominated for Best Picture?
Oh, you want to know? Yeah, Rain Man won Best Screenplay as well.
Yeah. Or best original screenplay, yeah.
So Rain Man won everything except for Best Actress, because there's no actresses in
Some
it.
interesting things about this Oscar year was the person who put it together, the producer, was never asked to return to produce the Oscars again because it was such a terrible Oscar year. There was no host, and there apparently were a bunch of really long, drawn-out, pretentious musical numbers that they did, and none of the best music? Yeah, none of those songs were
weren't playing
performed.
those
They
songs.
didn't perform any of those because
And
this
here are
guy
the
needed to do
nominees,
this other
and here's a
shit.
completely different song. It's like they were playing off the people playing off music. What? Because everyone's always getting played off. That's a fun thing. So that was 1988.
Yes.
Was that Oscar? So it was technically 1989 for the 1988 year.
Yeah,
so there was
yeah,
no
yeah.
host. Was it the only year that there was like no host?
Probably. Billy Crystal came back the next year.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Crystal.
Return to
Obviously,
glory.
he had to come save the show.
Do you know who hosted the Oscars the most?
No, I don't have those figures in
Bob
front of
Hope.
me.
I have those figures in my brain
Well, there you
because I
go.
thought it was Billy Crystal, but I looked it up. It's not. Bob Hope basically was just the only Oscar host forever, but then I guess he died, so they had to get somebody else.
Womp womp.
What has Billy Crystal done other than host the Oscars in like 20 years?
What was it? Analyze this.
Analyze that.
They should make a third one.
one.
Analyze there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
City
See that over
Slickers?
there? You should analyze it. Yeah, City Slickers. The sequel to analyze that.
So,
Oh, he was in American Sweethearts.
That's right. He was. He did that. He did a voice of like a toaster and like the brave little toaster, or he was some other. He was like a
yeah,
lamp.
I don't think he did the toaster.
He was like a lamp. He was something. That movie was really depressing.
Yeah.
Kids movies used to be messed up.
Now, okay, here's something about something I like to bring up about the brave little toaster. There's at the very beginning of the movie, there's like a window unit air conditioner, like just talking to him,
remember
saying
that
a bunch
thing.
of kind of like really dark stuff,
Yeah.
and he like explodes.
And he
the
dies.
the voice done. It sounds a lot like Phil Hartman. I'm not sure if it is Phil Hartman. I don't want to go as far as make that
We're gonna
claim,
just say it's Phil Hartman.
but let's just say
The
it's
late
Phil Hartman.
great Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman, man. Gone before his time.
Should have
man.
won an Academy Award, but he
Jeez.
didn't.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
that
his
guy,
wife killed him.
that guy,
He was awesome.
he was incredible.
But unfortunately, he's in none of the films we're speaking about, so Phil Hartman's banned. He's banned. I'm sorry, Phil. You're not banned, but you're banned for this episode. Oh, well. Stupid, crazy wife. I'm Troy McClure. No longer.
But I'm a caveman, so I wouldn't understand.
Oh, well. I'm sure Phil Hartman must have. I feel like he did like a dramatic role or two. Unfortunately, we don't have that in front of us, apparently. So we'll just assume that he didn't. He was only just a good clown, sad clown. But he died in 95. Another thing to talk about eventually. But this isn't about 1995. This is about 1988 and 1989. More about 1988 so far, even though 1989 was a good year. Me and Davey were born. I don't know if anything else happened. The Berlin Wall fell.
It came down, yeah.
I'm sure they've made a movie about that.
But
Maybe.
I don't think anything else happened that year. It was a pretty, by all accounts, not a very good Oscar year.
Everyone wanted to just get the hell out of the 80s. They were even calling it the 80s during the 80s. Like, oh, the 80s suck. It's like, but it's 1987. Shit. It's like, we got a few years to go. Let's do some more mountains of cocaine and vote for Ronald Reagan. Too bad Ronald Reagan couldn't be president 3 times. Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Yes, he was.
Not a good one. He was a B movie actor. And we elected him president. And we will again. He was the only president that they made an aircraft carrier named after him while he was still alive. That must have been offensive. He had Alzheimer's at the time. It's not like you do. It's like, oh, man, who's that guy? That's you. And then he died. But this isn't about Ronald Reagan.
Womp womp.
This is about 1988. You know what? It's not about 1988 anymore. It's about 1989. And you know what won Best
Think we
Picture in
crossed.
1989?
Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, Miss Daisy. Driving her along.
It's Morgan Freeman and Jessica Tandy.
Yeah. The hottest couple in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it just, ugh.
Lit up the screen.
Oh, man. Like, literally, like, they had to keep fire extinguishers in every theater. Just the heat coming off of their relationship was palpable. I only saw that movie when I was a child, and I only remember him driving her around. So it seems a very apropos title. I guess it was really entertaining driving because it won Best Picture. What else was nominated that year?
The other nominees were My Left Foot,
Oh.
Field of Dreams.
Oh.
But we can't talk about that.
Nope.
Because
Banned.
Kevin Costner's banned.
Well, no, we said it unless
We can
it's
talk
the
about
next
Ray
2 years.
Liotta being in Field of Dreams.
Yeah, we can talk about everyone
Oh, yeah,
else.
that's true.
You can talk about James Earl Jones being in Field of Dreams. There might have been somebody else in it, but I'm not sure.
Not important.
No one that we speak about. But James Earl Jones was in it, and he was like a ghost, and he built a. Let's say James Earl Jones is the main character of Field of Dreams.
I thought Ray Liotta was the ghost.
I don't know. There's a lot of ghosts in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he built it and they came. So
They did come.
yeah.
All over.
I haven't seen Field of Dreams in a few years, but I'm pretty sure Ray Liotta was the ghost.
yeah.
But wasn't there several ghosts? Isn't it like a whole team of ghosts? I don't know.
I thought he had to get James Earl. I don't know. See, and this is maybe we need to rewatch Field of Dreams.
Maybe we need to rewatch every movie we've talked about. Because I don't think we've seen anything.
I watched Dangerous Liaisons, all right?
Which was another nominee.
Okay.
I don't think
And
we
John
forgot about
Malkovich
Which
just
was a
raped
nominee
everyone.
in 1988.
Ah, yeah. So we forgot about that one.
Yeah.
But we're gone from 1988.
we already
It's in the
moved-
books.
We already moved on.
And
too late.
And I'm silent. for
Well,
the
at
rest of
least Jason got his rapey Malkovich comment out of the way. Thank God. And I'm pretty sure you can say that about most of his performances.
Oh, well, yeah, Jason. Yeah, tell the good people your one sentence summation of Dangerous Liaisons.
Just watch Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Both,
all you need to know.
both of them based off the same book, Le Légion Dangereuse.
Yes.
Some French guy wrote it. But yeah, just watch Cruel Intentions. I've never actually seen Cruel Intentions because I've never been a big Ryan Phillippe fan. And also Sarah Michelle Gellar will be nothing more to me than Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. But anywho, I hear it's a good film. Yeah, so go for it.
I guess she was Buffy. I thought she was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No, that was Melissa Joan Hart.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
Who is? Oh, never mind. We're not going to.
This is not. Buffy's a vampire slayer. Well, Joss Whedon made that show. He made movies,
Well, this is
but
a-
he's banned. We're banning him before we even get to Joss.
Yeah, Joss
Except for
Whedon.
Cabin in the Woods.
Sorry,
That movie's good. But
Sorry,
he didn't have
Joss.
anything to do with it as far as we're concerned.
sorry, Joss, but he had something to do with Alien Resurrection.
Oh, he did. But we're not there yet.
So-
we're not to Alien Resurrection.
We can,
we
just
could
go
go for
ahead,
hours
ban
and
him.
hours dissecting that piece of garbage.
I mean, we could.
Or as Joss
Why
Whedon
anyone
said,
ever would.
Joss Whedon's like, yeah, that was a bad movie, but they did it wrong. It's like they were saying the words I wrote, but they were just saying them wrong. I'm like, but they were the same words. But there's only so many ways you can say, who do I gotta fuck to get off this ship?
Now, Resurrection was the one with Brad Dourif, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ron Perlman.
Beautiful
And,
baby.
Yeah.
and
Brad
Winona Ryder.
Yeah. Brad Dourif was also in Mississippi Burning, nominated in 1988 for
Was it?
Best Picture.
Was it nominated for Best Picture?
Yeah.
That's a good movie. That should have
Yes.
won.
Yes. Mississippi Burning
Rain
was
Man's a
nominated.
good movie too, though.
Yeah.
So I've actually seen some of these movies. Mississippi Burning.
Mississippi Burning is really good.
So Willem Dafoe is actually playing like a decent human being.
And then Gene Hackman's just been all crazy.
Crazy. Gene Hackman.
What's wrong with
Interesting thing to note: Tom Cruise was in two movies that were nominated for Best Picture 2 years in a row.
Rain Man and 4th of July?
Yeah, Born on the 4th of July.
All right, we're done with 1988. We're moving on. Jason dragged us back into the past because he just can't help it. Just obsessed with the
am.
movies he hasn't seen.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Also,
1988. We're going back in time. It was in the books. We're taking it back out.
So
It's back in the books. That's all. It came out, and that's all we need to say about it.
89.
Bob Hoskins, who also was Mario.
Oh God.
But that movie's banned. We're not talking about Super Mario Brothers starring Mario, and Luigi Mario. Because who thought about making a last name? Let's just twice. Have you ever met a Mr. Mario? Hi, I'm Mr. Lucas Mario. I'm my brother's Mario. You might have heard of him.
I don't know if you already said it, but that movie's banned.
It's banned.
It's
banned. We will
Super
never
Mario
talk
Brothers
about-
is banned.
I don't even know what it is. We can't even talk about the video game.
So before we go out here on the break, how about I give you guys a selection of the directors nominated those 2 years, and you pick the one you think is the best.
Will do.
Of all around body of work. Some of these guys you probably haven't heard of.
Right.
All right, lay him on us.
Okay.
We'll try.
All right, nominees. Obviously, well, hold on. Let's start. The winner, 1988, Barry Levinson for Rain Man. Nominees: Charles Crichton for A Fish Called Wanda, Martin Scorsese, The Last Temptation of Christ,
He's all right.
Alan Parker, Mississippi Burning, Mike Nichols, Working Girl.
Is that the Nichols that's spelled like Nichols? Nichols.
OLS, yeah.
I know who he is.
I know that man.
And then for 89, it's Oliver Stone for Born on the 4th of July.
Never heard of him.
Woody Allen, Crimes and Misdemeanors.
Who's he?
Peter Weir, Dead Poet Society. Kenneth Branagh for Henry V. And Jim Sheridan for My Left Foot.
I think we all can agree Jim Sheridan is clearly above and beyond all those other directors that have been named. I've never heard of Oliver Stone or Martin Scorsese, but Barry Levinson is so Jewish. Wait, does that mean he's good? Yeah, he's good. He's made some other films. But I think clearly out of that list, I would have to say Martin Scorsese, I feel is the best. Last Temptation of Christ is not the movie I would pick, but...
Like he tried to go for the Oscar when doing a religious.
I think he just had some Catholic guilt. That's what a lot of those directors in the 70s were doing. They had to make a religious movie just to like get their feelings out. I don't know what their feelings were, but
after he made Taxi Driver.
So I would say him. Oliver Stone, hit or miss, mostly miss lately, so can't really say him.
God, Alexander.
What about you, Jason?
I'm probably going to go with Scorsese too.
Wow. Okay, I'll go with Woody Allen then.
Because I haven't seen that many films.
Just to be contradictory.
Guys.
Well, I mean, just to be different. I mean, obviously, we know Scorsese's made good movies, and I love his movies.
Woody Allen's good too, but
the only Woody Allen movie I can think off the top of my head, and I'm not even sure if he wrote or directed it or anything, was The Jade Scorpion. Like that's
Curse of the Jade Scorpion.
Yeah, he directed that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he direct it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that movie.
He's made some movies that don't seem like
Helen
Woody
Hunt?
Allen movies, but
Curse of the Jade Scorpion, The Man Who Wasn't There. No, that's Coen Brothers.
That's
Sorry.
Coen Brothers.
Yeah. What was? Oh,
made
this
Annie
is
Hall. That beat Star Wars for Best Picture.
Annie Hall. What was the, Match Point? That's the one I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
that one's good. That one came out of nowhere.
With Nicolas Cage
and Scarlett Johansson.
No, with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and
and
ScarJo.
ScarJo,
Yeah.
where spoiler alert, he killed her, right?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
Perhaps that happened.
Go see the movie if you want to find out.
If you want to see if ScarJo gets killed in Match Point, go see Match Point.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be back.
And we are back. This is Filmgoat. In this segment, we're going to talk about something called trailer ethics.
It's something really dear to my heart because I've been watching a lot of trailers recently for this whole dealio. And I found some good ones. Charlie Kaufman's new movie coming out next year, Anomalisa. It looks pretty good. But trailer ethics, what we're going to talk about is how most trailers nowadays just seem to be giving away pivotal plot points. And that just basically ruins the movie that you just sat through for an hour and a half, 2 hours to already know what was going to happen.
It's pretty unfortunate because it has been happening quite a bit. And there are some movies that I was actually excited to see that were completely ruined. The Terminator series, I believe, is the worst offender and might have even been the one that started this whole ordeal, trying to get people into the theaters. And of course, for those of you who haven't seen Terminator 2, spoiler alerts, turn it off, go watch Terminator 2, and then come back.
Yeah, seriously, why are you listening to this?
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you're back. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the good Terminator. Spoiler alert. And
Get down.
And the movie is filmed and written that for the first hour, and James Cameron is hoping you've seen the first one.
It's more like the first
45 minutes.
Yeah, 30, 45 minutes of the movie.
It's a decent portion.
It's all being told visually. They're not being like, this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. And in the original Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger played a villain. So they bring him back for the second one. He's not a villain this time. It's a cool twist. Had we not known it
Especially
going into the movie.
Like the way they revealed it in the movie is you see the Terminator heading towards John Connor, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator. You see the other Terminator who you don't even know is good or bad.
It's coming the other way.
You know, and he's a cop. And then you think,
You think cop protection?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the good one.
And so you see the Terminator, who you watch kill a whole station full of cops in the first movie,
Yeah.
running towards him in slow motion. It's like horrifying. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger shoots the other Terminator, thus revealing that things are afoot. Unfortunately, in around 1990, they started showing trailers for it, and basically in the trailer they're like, "Now he's a good Terminator."
Yeah,
like
I mean,
don't even try to hide it.
I mean, yeah, the voiceover guy in the trailer even reveals it. You know, and honestly though, I feel like the voiceover guys in trailers probably have gotten a little better.
A little bit,
marginally.
There definitely used to be a lot of in a world. In a world with Terminators, where one is good and one is bad. That's basically what happened. The good one is this guy. Hey.
But and what's funny though is the newest Terminator movie, Terminator Genesis, which isn't a great movie
By any means.
But what I will say is, if you're a Terminator fan, if you enjoy Terminator and you've seen all of them, you'll probably enjoy the fan service moments.
Indeed. It's slightly better than 3 in Salvation.
I wouldn't say slightly. Pretty much anything in the fucking world is better than Terminator 3. That movie is terrible.
Rise of the Machines.
Terrible.
I mean, literally, Terminator
Words
3.
cannot describe how bad that movie is.
Terminator 3 completely ruined what Terminator 1 and 2 was all about, was saving the future. No fate but what you make. Except that it's just going to happen anyway.
No matter what you do.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert for the whole Terminator series. The world ends at the end of the third one. And then a really pussy John Connor somehow turns into Christian Bale, but we don't know how that happened. Hey, a war with the machines will harden you up. Terminator 3 didn't ruin anything because there was nothing to ruin except for maybe if they showed all the nukes. They actually probably showed all the nukes going off.
They showed the nukes going off.
Yeah. Everyone probably thought it was just, because in every Terminator movie, you have to have that
in
one
the
scene where it's like, oh, here's Los Angeles 2027. And it always shows a robot rolling over all the human skulls. It's like, everything sucks.
And then Terminator Salvation was ruined when it revealed that...
Back to trailer ethics.
Thank you, Michael. When the... revealed that one guy, I can't remember his name.
Who cares? Because he's banned. Sam Worthington is banned.
Sam
Worthington, yeah. He's a Terminator.
Yeah, he's a Terminator. You don't know that.
And literally,
it's kind of obvious, to be honest with you. Like, if I hadn't known it, I probably would have figured it out.
But we did know it.
Still, we knew it because of the fucking trailer.
And the way the movie is filmed, same thing with Terminator 2. It is filmed. It was made with the intention of you not knowing that he is a Terminator. And he wakes up and it would have been cool because that movie is not very good. but that would have been a good plot twist.
You can see
I
how
would have been like, hey, I didn't see that coming.
You can see how McG was trying to make that work. McG.
My favorite item at McDonald's.
You're seeing how he's trying to make that work though with that Terminator.
It's a good scene too.
That Terminator trope where you don't know until kind of they meet up.
Until the trailer comes out.
Yeah, until the first trailer for the movie comes out.
Yeah,
and the very first scene is, look at yourself. No! And he's just sitting there, all terminated. Here's the robot belly.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. I mean, clearly something was afoot if we had just seen it and not known that. I mean, I feel like they really could have done it because it was a Terminator movie. And people would have still saw it. And has Christian Bale coming off Batman at that time?
Oh yeah, no. That's definitely why it got my money.
They did not need to reveal that. Oh man, one of the main characters is a Terminator.
It's Moon Bloodgood.
I wasn't going to see it. Yeah, Moon Bloodgood or whatever her name is.
Bloodgood.
Moon Gravity Bounce. My favorite actress. So Terminator Salvation ruined it, and then the newest Terminator, Genesis. Spoiler alerts. I don't know why you're still listening. But it turns out John Connor is also a Terminator, which seems to be the only thing they can think of with Terminator movies now is make everyone into a Terminator. Next thing we know,
he's a Terminator.
Yeah, Sarah Connor is now a Terminator. She's been sent back in time to kill Sarah Connor. It's the only thing that can happen. And literally, I was actually surprised because I was going to see it. The only thing they kept showing in the movie was a car, a big bus flipping over. And if a bus flips over in your movie, you got to show it. Like Dark Knight, that truck flipped over. They show that at the end of every trailer. It's that scene in every movie when it's like, da, 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 and then all the sound goes out. Something flips over. It's it's more intense.
Right. The Dark Knight actually there was a little trailer ethical problem going on there.
Ethical issue.
Yeah, because I mean, granted, I did watch that trailer probably 100 too many times, but in the trailer they show Gordon, having the Joker in the jail cell, but when I watched the movie, they had Gordon dying, and I'm like, well, I know he's not dead because he hasn't done the jail scene yet. Jail scene.
The jail scene.
Whatever.
It's my favorite scene.
The jail scene.
But where are they? Yeah. I mean, that movie.
So
is not
that
super
one's
smart.
not
I can understand.
too bad. But
There are some times
kinda gotta
though,
read that
they
one.
show a scene in a movie that isn't in the movie. There have been several times where I used to see a movie and I'm like waiting for this part to
Well,
happen.
I kind of like that, honestly, when they have a scene, especially if
That's what they should do.
especially if it's giving you an idea of what the movie is going to be like, but it's not showing you anything that's going to give away any major plot points.
Like there's several.
I don't
movies.
mind that. In fact, I'd prefer that. I'd prefer that every movie that's advertised, they shoot a trailer specifically for the movie.
Yeah.
And you don't
They've
see
done that
any.
before.
You don't see anything from the fucking movie.
Different
so you can go
actors.
into it, enjoy it. Well, maybe not that, but you still want to sell people on the movie.
Here's Mark Ruffalo as Arnold Schwarzenegger as the T-1000. It's like I don't know if they, but I would still see it. I'd be like, hey, at least nothing was spoiled. At least I know John Connor isn't somehow a Terminator, and he's like, now I understand everything. Yeah, and Skynet's just like, I became a Terminator too. And I don't know, Skynet seems to really have a thing for humans, because even if it made the human body in Genesis, like, wasn't the whole basis for Skynet is that it was supposed to protect humans, and then it judged that we were going to all kill ourselves, so it just like killed us for us.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
So like in Genesis, like
cares?
he's just like a robot. Like, no, I just want to kill you because I'm an evil robot.
It's just Terminator is just based on the premise that if we ever invent AI, it's gonna want to kill us.
Another trailer that ruined a big scene was District 9. A really good film.
Basically, the climax of the movie.
Yeah, the climax of the movie where he catches the rocket.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Where he catches the rocket, like 30 seconds before that happens,
Which was,
he's
like, his
running
whole
away
character
from the
development.
fight, and I'm just like, you're gonna go back because I already saw that.
Yeah, like the whole character development of him like hating the aliens, then he starts becoming one, and then he ends up saving them.
And
And it shows it in the trailer. It shows his final
it shows
moment.
the climactic moment,
Yeah.
the most important part of that
Yeah,
story.
and it showed it.
And it showed it. And so I knew what was gonna happen at that scene.
So
So
I didn't realize it was gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be a cool part where he catches a missile. It's like this climactic catharsis, and just running through it.
So we're coming up on the end of our show. I guess before we go out here, which offense, ethical trailer offense, do you find to be most egregious?
Terminator is pretty bad because that's the one that's affected my life the most in my day-to-day living. Sometimes I wonder what kind of person I would be if I didn't know Arnold Schwarzenegger was the good Terminator. But unfortunately, I actually saw that movie as a child. My father snuck me into it as a little baby boy. So I didn't really care about that one. But honestly, the new Terminator Genesis, I wasn't even watching trailers for that. I just saw Jurassic World banned before that even ever gets brought up again. And I'm in London, of all places. So I'm going to watch with the previews, the English previews,
So
thinking it might
what's
be a
your
little
pick?
different. Terminator.
Terminator
Which
Genesis.
one?
Well, it's like Terminator 2 didn't really fit it, so yeah, Terminator Genesis.
Okay.
Because that really actually surprised me when all of a sudden it showed John Connor go, ow, it's shot. And he like all of a sudden heals his face. I was like, that's strange.
What about you, Jason?
I'm probably gonna have to go with the District 9 one because that was
The climax of the movie.
exactly. They just threw it away. I mean,
very
short
end.
movie. Yeah, it's only 90 minutes, but give or take. But still, that one scene kind of let me down.
Well, it's a great scene. It's just we already saw it in no context.
And what about you, David?
Well, yeah, I would pick Terminator 2, but it's really like at the beginning of the movie.
And we were so young, it's like we can't even remember
And
time.
I was thinking Terminator Genesis as well, just because that twist comes like
The end of the
It's like
movie.
the third act, like the
Yeah.
start of the third act, almost almost. I'd say I don't think it's
It's
pretty
3/4 of the way through the movie.
it's pretty far into the movie
Yeah.
that comes out. So yeah, I'll go with Terminator Genesis. That's it, guys. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Peace.